Hey everyone, hope you all are enjoying my videos. In the last video, we discussed about kinematical equation of motion or equation of motion which we derived graphically. Now we will calculate these equations by using some formulas, by which we will calculate the equation of motion. But before starting, if you have not subscribed my channel, then click the subscribe button and bell icon for the further updates of the coming videos. Let's get started. Let us consider a car of mass m moving with initial velocity u. After time t, let small v be its final velocity, small a be the acceleration, and s be the distance covered by a car. Now, what is the formula of acceleration? Acceleration is equals to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time interval or time taken. Now, mathematically it can be written as small a is equals to v minus u upon t. Now, rearranging above equation such that the t time present in the denominator, we will send this time in the left hand side of the equal to sign. So what we will get is at is equals to v minus u. Therefore, now taking u from right hand side to left hand side and rearranging this equation, we get small v is equals to u plus at, and hence we get the equation v is equals to u plus at. In this way, we derive first equation of motion. Now let us derive second equation of motion. We know that average velocity is equals to final velocity plus initial velocity divided by 2. Therefore, mathematically it can be written as average velocity equals to v plus u divided by 2. Give it as equation number 1. We know that distance is equals to average velocity multiplied by time. Now you must be wondering from where this equation came. We know that average velocity is equals to displacement upon time. Rearranging this equation, we get displacement is equals to average velocity multiplied by time. But you can, in the above equation, you can see that we have replaced displacement by distance. Can you tell me the answer why? Yes, you are correct. Since the motion is in straight line, we can replace displacement by distance. Since the motion is in straight line, distance becomes equals to displacement. Hence we get the above equation, which is distance is equals to average velocity multiplied by time. Writing this equation in the mathematical form and substituting the value of average velocity from equation number 1, we get s is equals to v plus u divided by 2 multiplied by t. Now, substituting the value of small v from the first equation of motion, which is v equals to u plus at in above equation. After substituting, we get s is equals to, in the bracket, u plus at plus u divided by 2 bracket complete multiplied by t. Now, in the above equation, you can see that 2u are present, hence they get added and we get 2u plus at upon 2 multiplied by t. Now, separate this numerator, we get s is equals to 2u upon 2 plus at upon 2 bracket complete multiplied by t. Then we get s is equals to, in the bracket, u plus at upon 2 bracket closed multiplied by t. Now what we will do is take this t from outside inside the bracket. So what we will get is s is equals to ut plus half at square, which is nothing but the second equation of motion. In this way, we derived the second equation of motion. Isn't it very simple? Now the third equation of motion is more easier. Now what we will do? We will just consider the first equation of motion. What it is? It is v is equals to u plus at. Now squaring both the sides, we get v square is equals to u plus at whole square. Do you know the formula? A plus b whole square is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Yes, that only we are using in this equation. So what we will get? V square is equals to u square plus 2 in the bracket u in the bracket at plus in the bracket at whole square. Now what we will get? V square is equals to u square plus 2uat plus a square t square. We are opening the brackets. Now what we will get is v square is equals to u square plus 2uat. Here what we are doing is dividing and multiplying by 2. So due to which there will be no effect on the given equation. This we are using just to simplify the equation so that we can derive the third equation of motion. So what we will get now? We are now taking 2a common from the last two terms of the above equation. Taking out 2a common from the above equation, we get u square plus 2a in the bracket. What we get? See, 2a is being taken out as common. So what we left is ut, and in the next term 2a is taken as common. So what is left is half at square. Do you remember something? Ut plus half at square. What it is? Yes, it is the second equation of motion and which is equals to s. So what we finally get is v square is equals to u square plus 2as, which is the third equation of motion. Isn't it very simple? I know that. Yes. Hope you are understanding my videos. If it was helpful for you, then like, share and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay friends, bye. Thanks for watching.